Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Mi Casa. I was almost done getting ready, so give me one quick second. Hey, what's going on? My name's Dave Sharp. Welcome to my house, and what I want to do for you in this video is actually probably something a little bit different than what you're used to. I actually want to tell you what really happened and how I got here, living inside of a ridiculous 5,000 square foot mansion, driving any car that I want, traveling the world, being able to go do the things that I want to do with the people that I want to do them with anytime that I want, and disconnect from normality in reality. It wasn't always like that though, guys, and that's what I want to share with you inside of this video. I want to show you where I came from. I want to teach you what I did to get out of that situation and where I'm at now. Guys, 5 years ago, I was homeless. I was just coming off of a 10-year run, addicted to drugs, addicted to alcoholism, addicted to making bad decisions, addicted to my own bad thinking and staying in this vicious cycle. And I don't know if you can relate to quite those depths that I was in, but I can tell you something, that I was in a place that I never want to be again. And I can remember specifically, after coming off of a long, hard run, coming out of a bathroom that I had spent an hour or so in using drugs, and standing up with tears rolling down my cheeks, looking into a mirror, and I didn't want to look at myself because I didn't really like who I was. I didn't like who I had become. It was not the person that I was meant to be. And I made a decision at that moment that I was going to change my life regardless of what it took. I decided to go right. And my father, who hadn't seen me in over a year, I kind of dragged and crawled myself up onto his doorstep and knocked on his door. I said, "Dad, I need you to help me save my life." I lived in an old 400 square foot shanty. It was on a main drag. I had a hard time falling asleep at night because cars would be driving by and gunshots and drug deals going out outside of my window. I drove an old 1990 Ford F-150. This thing literally had more rust on it than paint. I can actually even remember having to start this thing with a screwdriver. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation to where you didn't have enough money to fix a car that was already kind of an ugly car and kind of a piece of crap, but you would take your family out, or I would, and we would be in a parking lot somewhere, and the truck wouldn't start, and I had to pop the hood and use the screwdriver, and sparks would fly everywhere just to start the truck, and I could not afford to fix it. Guys, one day I was at a crossroads, and I realized that I couldn't go on doing what I was doing anymore. And I stumbled upon the information that I'm going to share with you inside of this video. And I'm not going to tell you that it was overnight success. But what I will tell you, that what I'm going to teach you about making money on the internet, about taking your business from wherever it is right now. I'm not sure where you've been, but here's what I can promise you, is that by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you what I learned that actually took my life and has transformed this 9th grade dropout, this guy who lived on the streets for 10 years, this guy who 5 years ago couldn't even put 2 sentences together, and has completely transformed my life. But I'm going to tell you something, friends, it's not just me. It's tens of thousands of other people, and I'm going to introduce to you throughout this video a few of those people. Right now, right here, I'm going to introduce you to a few of my friends who have had this information that I'm going to teach you on this video, who have applied it to their life and their business, and it's changed their life too.
I gave birth to my son a month and a half after being in Empower Network. Within that 6-week period, I made 18 grand.
As I'm shooting this video right now, I've literally made over $7,000 in the last week.
I've made approximately $406,000 in the last 12 months, or in the first 12 months.
In our 5th month in the business, we did $34,000, and we were consistently doing $1,000 a day in personal net income.
My commission, my earnings, about $60,000.
2 to 3 hours a day to make $40,000 every single month. I mean, who does that?
I've done about $579,000.
In about 7.5 months, we're sitting at about $125,000.
Layla and I made $13,000. So far, I've made $26,000 in commissions.
But I've got to give you a warning first. If strong language, the unvarnished truth, or bold talk about big money is going to have you in the corner sucking your thumb, then you're probably not ready for what you're about to see. But if you'd be thrilled to discover how to turn all of the stuff that life ever handed you, and by stuff I don't mean the good stuff, into absolute solid gold, listen up while I tell you this weirdly and wildly inspirational story of how a former Mormon missionary and a now recovering drug addict made the leap from homeless losers to online marketing mavericks by generating over $60 million in sales on the internet using a simple system that I'm going to teach you in this video over the next few minutes. I went to my girl at the time, and we're still together today, her name's Erin, and I said, honey, what I'm doing is not working. There's something that I need to learn. And she said, well, what do you think it is? And I said, well, I don't know. I was fumbling around on the internet, and I heard some people talking about some things, and I think there might be something to that. So she said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have the money to go and buy a computer. She said, well, honey, I believe in you, and I believe you can do whatever you put your mind to. So she let me use her credit card, and I went and bought a computer, and I paid this old rinky-dink laptop off over the course of the next 6 or 7 months, like $50 at a time. Well, here's the magical thing that happened when I bought that computer, and I started trying, and the key word there is trying to build my business online, as I discovered there was a whole world. There was a whole group, there was a whole army of people who had discovered some things about how marketing and business worked here in the 2013s and beyond, right? They realized, and I realized by watching them, that you can actually build a business entirely online, traveling the world, doing whatever you want with whoever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, completely disconnected from the rat race, and you can do it completely on autopilot. I vividly remember the shame and the humiliation that I felt as I took a good long look at where I'd been, where my life was at that moment, and where I was headed. And in an enormous flash of clarity, I knew through and through that if I didn't do something fast, I would be destined to be broke forever, living a mediocre and a meaningless life. And that scared the living crap out of me. I made another breakthrough decision right there, and I've made it my mission in life, first and foremost, to give my family the life that they deserve. And that is a picture of my family, me traveling, cars, spending time with my daughter and my beautiful better half, Erin. And second, to help as many other people as humanly possible do the same thing for themselves. And we have. We've literally helped tens of thousands of people quit their jobs, get the training and the support that they need, and leverage the internet to make money. And we've helped a lot of people. Fast forward to today, my partner Dave Wood and I have helped a small army of people make over $60 million in documented sales online. We've been featured in national publications. We've spoken on national stages to crowds of up to 7,000 people, and we've trained everyone from doctors and lawyers to blue-collar ditch diggers just like I was on how to make big money on the internet. And I've made an amazing income for myself too. In fact, using the simple system I'm about to share with you, I've personally literally made more money than I can spend. Even better, the income that pours in almost every minute of the day is automated, whether I work or not. But the very best part about this for you is I'm going to teach you what I do, how to do it, and give you the same system I've used so you can use it for yourself to build your current business online, build a brand new business online, or just start to make $100, $200, or $300 a day online on top of what you're currently doing. Now 130,000 smart marketers and smart newbies as well are using today on the internet that we call the viral blogging system. Okay? Inside of the viral blogging system, it's going to be instantly set up for you. You're going to be able to borrow everything that we know, everything that we've learned, everything that we've experienced, all of the mistakes that we've made. You'll be able to overcome all of those instantly when your blog's instantly set up and ready for you to begin to start to build your business and have a presence online. Okay? Guys, this system is so powerful that it's not only transformed our life, it's not only allowed us to become some of the most influential people on the internet from scratch, but it's also changed and transformed people's lives all over the world. Again, 130,000 people, and by the time you're watching this video, it may be much more, have made the smart decision to start using this system right here, and I'd like to introduce you to a few of them right now.
My favorite product actually is just the $25 blogging platform because it's where people make the decision to get started.
The blogging platform is so amazing because it levels a playing field to people who haven't had that before.
You start off with the blogging platform and it has the 8 core commitments, and it seems like, oh, that's for beginners, that's not for me, but
Turns out that that is really important stuff.
It's everything that you need to step in and to be successful from day one.
You're about to hear a system and see a system that is responsible for an enormous amount of wealth online.
It's simple, plug and play, paint by numbers, step-by-step stuff.
The fact that we're offering somebody such a highly valuable product for $25 that triggers them to get started, it triggers them to take action in their life.
After tapping into this exact system and the formula that you're going to learn from Dave, I was able to go from not just making between $8,000 to $10,000 a month, but literally my largest month ever, almost over $70,000 in a single month.
I can do it from the cab of an 18-wheel truck. You can do it from home. It's a good thing.
Greatest thing that I've ever done. The great thing is you have a system that works. You're going to be shown how to drive traffic. You're going to literally be able to have leads on demand.
We found a way where a system you can actually plug into, do it from home, using the internet, using your computer to live a lifestyle, to be on a yacht like this, and just living and loving life.
After really stumbling across this system and learning how to follow this simple formula, my lifestyle's changed incredibly.
Using the very system that you are about to get your hands on is incredible. My friend, the lifestyle that this system was able to give me is just unbelievable.
I ran across this system and I went to this website, and what I saw completely changed everything that I thought was possible about making money from home.
This is the system that we plugged into. It works. See you on the other side.
It's 1, 2, 3. It's really 1, 2, 3. It's the easiest thing in the world. You get these products, they change you. They change your life.
There's simply no question about it. What we've discovered has changed thousands of people's lives. The bottom line is, our system works, and we now have a steady flow of undeniable proof that it does. In fact, our files are literally overflowing with testimonials and case studies from thousands of grateful marketers, from newbies to experts. It's so surprisingly simple, but so reliably powerful, which is why we decided to name it something simple yet powerful: the viral blogging system. Time has proven that the viral blogging system is wildly effective for building your business online and helping you be as successful as possible, helping you make as much money as you can possibly make and get the success that you deserve. What I really want you to focus on, and what I really want to teach you right now, is that if you start to get your voice and your story out there through blogging, through creating content, I'm going to tell you something, not only will you become somebody who's influential, not only will it help you overcome some of the things that you need to overcome in life by going out there and sharing who you are, but guys, when you go and you start to blog and you start to create content and post and share your story and teach things and share your business, not only are you going to inspire people, not only are people going to start transforming around you, but your bank account's going to transform. When you learn to market on the viral blogging system like we know how to market and like we're going to teach you inside of the 8 core steps and inside of our educational courses and programs inside of our business, guys, I'm going to tell you something. In a year from now, maybe even sooner, maybe 30 days from now, I know people who have gotten started right now, right, within 30 days are making more income than they've made in their entire life. Now, sometimes you got to make a decision. Sometimes, just like I was in that bathroom back 5 years ago when I could have gone left, but I decided to go right and change my life. Now I've been clean and sober for over 5 years. I got my family back in my life. I've earned the trust and the support of people not only in my community but all over the world. I've spoken on stages and I've shared my story to thousands of people, right? To inspire and impact them to move and overcome the things in their life. Guys, my dad, who was in a similar situation that I was financially anyways a couple of years ago, I was just able to take him on his dream vacation, right, up to the mountains of Colorado to go skiing for a week. This was just a couple of months ago. My mom wrecked her car, right? Actually, somebody wrecked into her, drove right up into her driveway, believe it or not, and drove right into her car. He was drunk or something. She didn't know what she was going to do because of the financial burden that I put on her. Well, guys, I was able to come back from vacation, and it was actually back right after the vacation that I took my dad on, and I flew right to, drove right to my mom's house, took her right to the car dealership and bought her a car cash. My daughter, who's 13 years old, this recent spring break, I asked her where she wanted to go for spring break. She could have gone anywhere in the world. She told me she wanted to go to Washington, D.C., so I took her up there and we spent a week walking around the memorial. She's interested in the Holocaust events. We went there and we studied that. Friends, I'm going to tell you something. That when you take action and decide to do something different and get around people who know how to make things happen, who understand how to make money, who understand how money is made online, I'm going to tell you something, your life can transform, but the decision is on you. The decision that took me from where I was to where I was at has always been mine. And the minute that I took responsibility for that decision is when my life started to transform. So what I want to challenge you to do right here, right now, is to decide, is to cut all of the stinking thinking, cut all of the, the previous, thoughts or ideas that you had about what you can and can't do, and erase all of that and realize that you can do anything that you want to do, especially when you have the right tools, the right information, and the right people around you who are going to inspire you and teach you exactly what you need to do to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. My friend, I'll see you right here, right now. There's a button below this video. Click it. Click it right now. Join, decide to buy, and I'll see you personally in the back office here in just a second. Bye-bye.